Mizzy,
Mizzy.
my boy Mizzy, who I believe is now inside. I think they've got him.
Primo boy.
Have they got him?
He's been inside many times. He's been in and out, and just
Of that person's house. Is that what, is that what the gag was?
No.
So this TikTok prankster, Mizzy, filmed himself entering an unknown family's home, filmed himself like sidling up to women like late at night on the tube, sniffing their hair, being like, do you want to die?
Yeah.
Jumping on an Orthodox Jew's back on the street, trying to start fights with people for content and going viral. And bizarrely, it's kind of become like a Westminster story in a way I don't really understand.
Because people are thick.
Shock horror. Yeah, I mean, I saw there was a whole host of Tory MPs coming out, right, being like, the online harms bill will stop this
Yeah.
from happening.
It's fantastic. It's like this, like if you needed any more evidence that no one reads the order paper in Parliament, like this isn't going to do any. This is a man who's just filmed himself doing crimes.
Yeah.
This is like, it's the crimes that are criminal.
They think the problem is the content. The problem is just that he's a cunt.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
It's also as well, people, if he wasn't filming them, no one would catch him. So he should be posting them.
Oh, but there's
He just
also
documented all his crime.
There's like some kind of like infinity loop there, where like he wouldn't do the crimes if he weren't being filmed. And,
Yeah, he wouldn't actually.
He wouldn't.
Oh,
be
maybe
caught if, yeah.
maybe they're right.
Yeah.
Maybe it is the online safety bill that needs to be. Are we pro online safety bill?
Yeah. No.
No.
It's so inadequate.
Yeah, no, I know. I was making a wee joke.
That's the PoliticsJOE line.
We should get John Nicholson on here.
He'd have something to say about it. I do wonder whether there's any room for us to get MPs on here. I don't know if they've got enough. They've got enough crack, to be honest with you.
You should email sean@joe.co.uk.
Any
if you
MP.
want any MP.
Labour MPs, if you're watching, which we know you are.
Why are we doxing Sean?
Look, he's
No, his email. How
Oh, no.
did I figure that out? Oh no.
We wished him happy birthday last week.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's true.
We can make you the next Darren Jones.
Wow. Slow down.
I actually genuinely went in my head. Who?
I don't know. Yeah, I genuinely don't know if name an MP. Name an MP that you'd want to sit down
Have a pint with.
and have a pint with.
Like me right now, or people in Sean's?
Mary Black. Mary Black would be good.
I think she could. I think she could hang here.
Mm.
I think she'd be all right. Miliband, I think, would do okay.
Yeah.
Not that classic though.
No. Well, Ed would like Tony Blair.
It's not an MP.
Tonti.
It's the current MPs.
All right.
Also,
Don't get so defensive, bro.
Also, as if you wouldn't. Oh, wait, we've got Tony Blair on the podcast. No, absolutely not.
Let's talk about the Sure Start programme.
Is there any MPs that are permanently banned from the podcast?
Oh, that's
Oh.
an interesting question, isn't it?
Ian Paisley Jr.
I don't think we have any. Okay, I tell you
I
what.
think he'd be quite classic. Yeah, I don't think he'd be a bit deranged.
The only one is Alex Shelbrook, and that's because I was.
I don't know who Alex Shelbrook is.
Well, Ed.
Okay.
He didn't know who we were either. I was in the Westminster bar, and a very nice Mirror journalist was with him, and he was like, "Oh, who do you work for?" And I said, "Joe." And I was like, I didn't turn around long enough, and he went, "What is Joe?" Very audibly, and I had to walk away in that cloud of shame.
We're still asking for answers to that question 5 years later. I tell you who is persona non grata in at this table, Gary Sambrook.
Why?
He eats big dinners.
Because you eat all your dinner?
You're anti.
Do you not remember that? Do you remember the graffiti?
No, remember the
Yeah, we do,
graffiti.
but you can't. You fat shaming Gary Sanders.
No. I'm saying that Gary Sambrook's opposition to free school meals, but his luxuriating in big dinners for himself, is unacceptable.
It's not because our budget doesn't stretch.
We couldn't feed him.
Did you read the tidbit there was a tidbit that a couple of days afterwards, which was like he'd been seen leaving the Parliament dining room with 2 boxes of lunch.
This is the problem. This is the problem, and that's why he's not allowed here.
They're not feeding school kids. Marcus Rashford's going to have to intervene and knock the leftovers from Sambrook's hands.
Yeah, for sure. Do we have anything else to say about Mizzy? I think that's pretty open and shut case, really, isn't it?
It is funny that just the hysterical reaction to this guy is committing crimes, and he can and will be prosecuted under current legislation, and then the Conservatives are just like, well, we need more legislation.
Friend of PoliticsJOE, Tom Jones, wrote about this today, and he said that there's almost like a reflexive action from the government to be like, bad thing, better introduce a law, better make that illegal, better stop that right now. when, like you said, right, he's committing crimes. The law is already there. Like we don't need to waste any more time making more laws about entering people's houses uninvited. We already have laws about that. It's either called trespass or breaking and entering.
We don't have enough police officers because Boris Johnson closed all of the police stations.
He did, I think, as well as building 40 new hospitals, did he not recruit 20,000 or was that the nurses? I can't remember. Was it 20,000 coppers? I think it was 20,000 coppers, wasn't it?
Yeah, not accounting for those who left.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with that, right, is like they've just returned the police staffing levels to what they were before the Conservatives came into power in 2010. So big fucking round of applause for those guys.
This is where you can.
It's
a good lesson for life.
It's quite funny, the idea of, like, if you were the family whose home was invaded by Mizzy, that you just thinking, well, there's nothing I can do. I've just got to take this. I've just got... He's well within his rights to come in here and film.
Until that online safety bill comes in.
I will be defenceless.
Thank God the Conservative government are finally making home invasion illegal.
Would you not just... You'd feel so cucked. It'd be humiliating. Do you know what I mean?
If someone walks into your home.
But like then it's like filming you, being like, you fucking idiot, I'm in your house. Like, what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean?
You might learn a valuable lesson, that homeowner, today, which is one I learned in my second year of university, which was lock the front door. I was in my house one time with my housemate. It was 6 of us, it was just 2 of us in. And then I came upstairs because I heard the kitchen was downstairs, came upstairs like, oh, someone's in the house. And there was. They'd walked through the open front door and I was holding... Retract that. Because
what were you holding?
I would not be holding a weapon because that would be a bad thing to say.
What was? But this obviously won't make the edit. But what?
I went up holding a bread knife.
Oh my God!
Yes, it's on site. Come in my house. Fuck around. You want to come in my house?
He was just like,
armed to the teeth.
And I was like, the door was open. Never left it unlocked again.
How did that result? How did that situation resolve?
He just left. It was on his...
With a fucking knife sticking out his back. He left in a fucking ambulance.
Fucking yes, Ava Fantina. So much respect for that.
Eat for like 30 seconds and come back.
Just come back to the laughter.
There was a beep sticking out his back.
Yeah.